The arrival of winter doesn't mean that the vegetable growing season is over, but the appearance of frost and sub-zero temperature means that it is time to protect your plants. Various vegetable crops can still be grown that will consume until spring, and most importantly, we can provide our bodies with the necessary nutrients that we know are completely healthy and have not been treated with harmful substances. This is certainly the easiest to do if you have a large greenhouse in which you can grow literally everything, whether in the winter or summer growing season. In our country, plants sown and transplanted in October are almost ready for harvest. Spinach and Swiss chard are the healthiest, while the leaves are still young, and we will have to wait a while longer to harvest the lettuce. Some of the crops that can be grown during the winter are different types of lettuce, Swiss chard, spinach, arugula, radicchio, chard, and indispensable onions. For the summer harvest, you can sow some other plants such as garlic, carrots, which you can also protect with improvised greenhouses. All of these plants thrive quite well even during colder days. They can also be planted outdoors, but then the harvest comes only in the spring, while in a small greenhouse, you ensure yourself a harvest throughout the winter season. In today's video, we will show you a simple way to make a small greenhouse and protect your plants. You can adjust the size to yourself and your own needs. If you have some plants that are already growing in the ground, you can also protect them with a simple construction. We have already shown you how to make a greenhouse on the ground, and now we will show you how to protect the plants in our raised beds. For regular advice on when and what to do in the garden, follow our channel and support our work with a like. Leave us a comment related to the topic of the video, your growing method, or ask anything you are interested in. Raised beds are something we really love, and it is so easy to make these small greenhouses and protect the plants that we have in them. We have previously transplanted lettuce, Swiss chard, spinach into our beds, which are thriving nicely, and we planted garlic and onions between the lettuce. The soil needs to be stirred lightly to make it loose and suitable for planting. We just press the bulbs lightly into the ground, not too deep, and cover them with a layer of soil by hand. Planting onions is done to a depth of 5 centimeters, so there is no need to make planting channels. You can find everything about planting onions in other video tips on our channel, so look for them. Before setting up the greenhouse, plant all the vegetables you want, and also after that it is necessary to water everything well so that the plants have enough moisture for a longer period of time. In a separate video, we have also talked about all the plants that we can grow in this period during winter, so you can look for that video too, and if I don't forget, I will put the links below in the description. All plants need a lot of water to grow and develop, so it is necessary to water the soil in the greenhouse well. The air temperature is a little higher in it, and you may need to repeat the watering several times if there are warmer days in the winter. For this reason, it is important to make a quality construction that will allow easy access to the plants. If you like this type of gardening in raised beds and you haven't made them for yourself already, you can see a video on how we made a raised bed on our channel, and we would be happy if you could share your experience with this method of growing with us. Write in the comments whether you have tried it and how successful it was. When making a raised bed, it is very important that you make them by your size so that all the plants are always reachable for you. The length of our bed is 3 meters and the width is 1 meter. For the length of our bed, we will need 3 side supports to make the greenhouse more stable, and we will use them to make arches. First, we have to make up a frame that is the same size as our raised bed, and it will be the support for the entire upper structure that will be easily opened. Although for some it would look more aesthetically pleasing to have semicircular arches, we decided to use wooden slats. In case the greenhouse is on the ground and is wider, you can use wooden sticks that you can easily bend, or some plastic pipes or a metal structure, whatever is available to you. The measurements will depend on the size of the space you are covering. On the longer beams, you need to set up 3 transverse structures that will make it more stable. Simply screw them together and place an additional slat in between. On one side of the frame, set up the hinges. Place them on the side that usually blows stronger winds, so that the entire structure is more durable. After that, it is time to set up the nylon. We use 3 hinges. We put one in each side and one in the middle. Of course, if the structure is smaller and the raised bed is smaller, the covering process will be easier. The nylon should be in one piece because if it's in several parts, then it won't be stable and could easily be damaged by wind or other phenomena. Stretch the nylon and make sure to tighten it as much as possible on all sides. When tightening, fasten the edges of the nylon with a stapler to keep the nylon from moving. It is very important that the greenhouse is very well secured and fastened so that the wind doesn't damage it. Cut the nylon a little longer than the size of the structure so that you can pull it under the structure and it will be more durable. On the side where you place the hinges, attach the nylon to the bed and bend the rest under the frame. If you want to access your vegetables easily, you should be able to open the greenhouse. So, on that side it will be accessible, place 2 screws with a nut on the bed. And on the cover construction, place 2 screws that will carry a stronger wire. They will serve to attach the cover to the bed. Easy to use and effective. Be creative and do it in the way that suits you best. I hope that here in the video you can see how we did it and you can use it on your greenhouse. When you open the greenhouse, some support will come in handy to keep it open. We made something similar to a car hood holder. When you open it, lightly attach the bar to the central support. Don't screw it all the way in so that it can move. Let it be slightly shorter than the weight of the cover. So you can simply pull it in or out and hold the cover while the greenhouse is open and just as easily put it back in. In the middle, we place the screw that is not fully screwed in so that the holder can rest on its own as not to damage the plants. I think this type of greenhouse is very easy to make and its benefits are great. You can grow colorful vegetables and provide healthy meals throughout all the winter. We did do our best to show you all the procedure in this video, so I think it won't be difficult for you to make something like this for yourself. We do our best also to make videos that show everything that we do so you can copy those steps and do it for yourself. In this channel, we share everything that we do in our garden, and we are planning on posting videos like that in the upcoming period. So we hope that you will join us and share your experiences in the comment, and that we can grow good vegetables together. I believe that these videos will be helpful to everyone who is decided to growing plants in the winter, and we wish you all the success in that. Also, don't forget to regularly ventilate the greenhouse, open it during higher air temperatures, and water the plants regularly. And also an extra tip, you should always take a check in your greenhouse before you close it, so you know that there's no uninvited guests like this snail here. We removed it and then closed our greenhouse. If you need more of these tips on winter plant growing, look for them on our channel and support our work with a like, or write to us in the comments about your method of growing plants. How and which plants do you grow during this period of the year, and whether you are satisfied. If you like our work, follow our channel for similar video tips and recommend us to your friends by sharing some of the videos on your social media. Thank you all for your support and kind words that you write every day. They mean a lot to us and give us encouragement for further work and dedication.